Hello and welcome to this next video of mine, and this is about my own corporate journey, about why I left my corporate journey um, to chase my dreams after 50. So what is this idea? This idea is about breaking free from a cycle which I was into for almost 30 years. I started working in the corporate world maybe at the age of 22, 23. And then from then onwards, I have been into various organizations, jobs, but largely a part of the corporate world as we call it, as we all know it. And then after 30 years of being in this, what is that monthly paycheck that you wait for? There is this kind of an intense desire to do something different. And that was always there, but I had always kept on pushing. And so we do it, and I also did this. We keep on pushing our life forward. I was always waiting for the right time. So before I got my responsibilities that came on my, when I got married and had children, I had a lot of dreams. Dreams like I would start my own business. While in school, I would go in the vacations and work in small shops. While my friends would be playing, I would be working in the small shops in Lamington Road, in the electronics spare parts business, and observe how people do business. In fact, one of the vacations I think it was immediately after I just completed my college, I worked with a real estate, one of the very big real estate agents in South Bombay, just again trying to figure out what is this whole world of business. And so there always had this kind of an idea that I wanted to be my own boss and do my own thing. But I kept on now pushing everything. And for almost 30 years, because I kept on getting good jobs, career promotions and things were there, and plus also responsibilities, I got almost addicted to that monthly paycheck. I always waited. I always had this mind. I'll wait for the right time. But the right time never comes. Let me tell you, the right time never comes. You just keep on waiting. And I was caught in this wait mode for more than 30 years. And then at the age of 50, I took this step. And everybody said, you are being foolish. It's not easy to get a job after 50. So if you are now getting out, be sure. All my recruitment friends said, beyond 50 now, it will be very difficult to get jobs. Some people told me the markets out there are very bad. So it was very scary when I was listening to all these stories. But yet, I was yet living in a very comfortable zone. The other thing was I was comfortable, right? We all get into our comfort zones. And so this kick of getting this monthly paycheck is a comfort zone, right? You're getting your paycheck. You don't have to worry about the money coming in. And so that's a kind of a comfort zone. You're used to the place. I was used to my corner cabin. I wasn't getting a good respect. I had a good position. I had all the perks that I would have wanted. So good paycheck, perks, the corner cabin. What else do you want? I was absolutely in a comfort zone. And then that led to complacency, and then I wanted to somehow break out of that autopilot mode. That was where I was stuck, and I just wanted to get out of it. And somewhere this kind of realization came to me that if I didn't do it now, I would never do it again. Because beyond 50, when I hit 60s, I would have lost 10 years of my life. And maybe at that time, it would be very difficult for me to get back and try to start living my dreams of, trying to be my own boss, try to doing my own stuff, trying out different things, different ideas. It would be very difficult. And so various things that influenced me. But, one of the things that I did observe was one of my very close school friends, Raj, he passed away. He suddenly passed away. We were in a WhatsApp chat group, and we were very close. We were very good school buddies and school friends, and we would meet up. And here this guy was talking to us in the evening, and just 1 week before, he had spoken to me about his dreams, about how he wanted to travel out, and he wanted to go to some places in the world, and he was planning a cruise, various things he was talking about. But then overnight, he had a very severe heart attack. Morning we got the message that he's no more. And that really shook me. Said, you can't wait for tomorrow. We don't know. Life itself is uncertain, right? So what about this whole thing about that we create this big thing about, if you get out and if you don't get a job again, and if life itself is uncertain. And jobs today are not certain, right? People do get sacked, and not at all ages. And yes, there is ageism. This big ageism idea of that, beyond 50, it doesn't make sense to employ people. It's better to employ somebody young at a fraction of the cost. So these things are there. This is reality of life. And so, I didn't want to die with regrets. I didn't want to die with the song in my heart, as they call it. The most beautiful dreams are buried in the graves, is what people say. And that's true, absolutely. People die with their dreams in their heart. They don't take that step. Because of the fear of what will happen if I start living my dream. What are the risks that I'm taking? But as I said, it dawned on me that life itself is uncertain. And I don't have forever. None of us knows when we are going to knock off, right? Nobody knows. And nobody really knows the future, what is going to happen. So it makes sense that you don't die with regrets, is what was there in my head. And today when I look back, it's a 9-year of journey. I don't carry regrets, right? I have lived what I wanted to do. I have done some crazy stuff in this time. I made 10 short films that I wanted to make. I started multiple business. I co-founded a startup. I started an agency. I started, coaching working with so many small businesses. I helped them to build brands. I started a storytelling company. I started writing and sharing my ideas. So many things I've done. I started cycling, going to places. I started my wellness journey. I've authored and written 5 different books. So many things, and every day I wake up, I have some idea, like this very idea that I'm making a podcast out here and sharing what I'm doing with so many people. And so there is a lot of, it's not like every day is the same. I just do get up and start looking at maybe dreaming. So it's been a very, beautiful journey that I've really enjoyed. I don't want to die with regrets, as I told you. I want to die empty, having lived all my dreams, and I've done some very crazy stuff. And yes, there is risk. There is risk when you start getting out and start to do your own stuff. I will be, through these videos that I will be sharing, I will share my own journey, the personal experience that I have been. I wish that there was somebody who had guided me when I wanted to take this journey. And I want to do that same thing with as many people as I can. And it is not just about beyond 50, but even beyond 20. If you had to look at life, if I had to give my the same experience of what I've got, this applies to anybody. But certainly it is meant for people who are looking, who are getting into their 50s. This is what I want to call the second act, as I call it. And that's what I want to leave you with. I want to encourage you, each one of us, to never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming, whatever the age, whether you're 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s. And I hope that I continue dreaming almost till the very end, that I'm there, and I keep on starting to live. I keep on living this life the way I have done in the last many years. I don't have any regrets of the fact that, I was in a job for 30 years, because that's contributed. That's been a foundation that's helped me to build this entire life, what I did. So no regrets. Life has been what it has been. There have been different phases of life, but this is the second act. After 50, the second act has been fun for me. I just got out of that very safe job and, living my own dreams. I will keep on sharing. Do share your thoughts with me. Consider, I would want to leave you with one simple idea. Consider what matters the most to you. For me, for example, it has shifted, from different stages of life. But really, one thing that matters most is your family. The time that you can spend with your family. Your health matters. Can you spend time on your health, on your own well-being? These are important things. Purpose. What are you trying to, what is a God-given gift that you have got that you can give to the world? There are some things which are priorities, some things that really matter. And I think that's what some of this sharing that is going to happen. Maybe I can create that small dent in you, a small opening, a small insight, and maybe support somebody else on the similar journey. Thank you. I hope you have liked this video. Do share your thoughts, your ideas, and what you feel about the second act, starting a second act after 50.